By the way, you can see and hear details about our trip on video made by my daughter a couple weeks ago, where she described all in detail, in all detail. I'll stay there and the issues that raised, and she has no accent. So if you have trouble hearing me or understanding me, please follow her video and also put in description. So we arrived at the property, check-in is 2 p.m. and I warned host that we'll probably arrive at 2 p.m. exactly because our flight was early. We got up like at 4 a.m. It was a stressful flight for several reasons. So when we came to this property, I thought, oh, it's time for relax. It was good. We made it. We had a good driver. He brought us to the property in time. So, everything seemed okay. I opened the padlock, got the key, opened the, door, got to our second floor unit. And when I booked, on the description, it didn't say there are several units on the property. You only get this description when you get the address 2 days before. So I had no idea there's several units, but I kind of was okay. I didn't pay much attention to that, but though I could not actually get refunded at this point, so it was no point, That's why probably it wasn't in description. So our unit was Unit B, 2-bedroom unit, most expensive unit. There was also another unit by the gate, smaller unit, and I didn't even realize it at first. So daughter and I was checking in, talking in between ourselves, and then I see some people on the patio in front of us, and I said, oh, so sorry, we just arrived, we're all over the place because we didn't realize the other people staying on the property, but that was okay, they're just some distance from us. Then we saw some man on the property, and he didn't introduce himself. He just started talking to me and said, oh, you're here already. I said, are you the owner? And he didn't answer yes or no. He just proceeded talking about something I don't even remember. Not particularly welcoming or friendly, but that was okay too. At the beginning, when we came to the property, I probably include video here, though it shot vertically. So I did the room tour, showed how nice it looked. Room tour of our rental. Looks really, really nice. Upstairs unit. 2 bedrooms. Ooh. Nice storage space. Oh, beautiful. Even outdoor area with a pool. We have a pool. We put some pool. So yeah. Oh, a kitchen. Wow. Oh, it's living, dining, and kitchen. And you can see like large windows all along the second floor of the property. And these large windows were overlooking the pool. And my daughter, she had an idea that she can suntan maybe on the deck of the property, on somewhere, because we didn't know exactly how the property would look. It seemed private. And I said, oh, look, Senya, maybe you can suntan actually there by the pool instead, trying to relieve your stress from travel and distract you. And she said, oh yeah, I'll go check it out. And actually I encourage you to go check it out. So she went to the side of the house, and there's a huge gate. She knocked at the gate, said, oh, I want to see the pool. And I saw somebody, I didn't know at the time, it was the owner's wife on the, outside the property. And I said, oh, hello, could you please open the gate like this manner? Because my daughter wants to see the pool. And she became disturbed and went somewhere and came and said, no, it's off limit. It's private property. You're not allowed there. And then the owner came and reprimanded us for wanted to see the pool. He said, where did you see on the description? In the description of the property, there's a pool. Okay, we didn't see it, but you see, it's like huge window all along this long property, which overlooks the pool. So we made this assumption, and I apologize for making this assumption. I said, that's okay, we go to Balneario instead. It's okay, it was kind of strange, disappointing, because VRBO, you have to have the property to yourself. You didn't expect neighbors, let alone you're not allowed somewhere, and they're owners enjoying the place. We didn't expect owners to live there, and they never said to us, hello, you live in Unit B, but we live in Unit C, we'll be neighbors if you don't mind, nothing like this was. So on our first day there, I planned, since we have a trip, geared, toward getting healthy and relaxing, getting the best of our stay, I scheduled a reflexologist visit on the first day to our property. A woman which I knew, a very nice woman. And then after this, reprimand from owner, I thought, oh my, I should ask. Maybe there's something, he has another rules. Though there were house rules, he didn't say anything like this. But I asked him politely, is it okay if reflexologist comes? She's a nice woman, He said, no, no problem. Enjoy yourself. So that's okay. She came, had good session, did massage for my daughter and I. Everything was fine, and we forgot about this issue. Though when she came, she saw the pool from the window. She said, oh, so nice. You also have the pool here. I said, no. We're not allowed. It's private property. And it was strange for her because it like never happens. Even in hotel, you have the pool, or you rent from someone, you usually have access to the pool. I rented in West Ahihik, and my casita was by the pool, and if I could sit by the pool, if I would, I could sit by the pool. Other person was kind of cold, but other person swam in the pool in this one, although it wasn't like included in the description of the property. I wasn't charged extra for use the pool. It was assumed. Everybody who live around used, but here it was different rules. Then several days later, a massage therapist came, another woman. First she saw the pool, she said, oh, how nice, you have the pool, you have such a beautiful place here to yourself. Yes, we're enjoying the place, but we're not allowed to go to the pool. She was completely weirded out. She said to me, when I have Airbnb, my guests will go to the pool. They will have access to the pool, because this is very weird. She's like local, she never saw anything like this. But then again, we did make it an issue. Okay, they want pool for themselves, it's okay. It's cold anyways, we're not allowed to go there, it's okay. Then they started having parties by the pool. So they invited a lot of people, come there, sit with them by the pool, drink drinks, have some drinks. He would buy drinks and clean the area, making noise and dust, and it all blew on our windows. But we didn't complain about it. So we thought, okay, we can kind of keep to ourselves. So it was in the evening, and we go to the bed 8 p.m. because we're early risers. But we didn't complain about the issue. The only thing I asked him about from the beginning, how to make water warmer. So one of the first questions was, please, there's cold water in the shower. And we have the same system in the United States, where I live in this house, and in my son's house in Florida. They have the same equipment. Tankless water heater. So we know to let it run a couple minutes before it warms up. It's just normal for us. And I explained it to him that I have it in my house. It's all in writing in our communication via VRBO website, and VRBO can look at it. If they would like, actually, I'm sending a big letter to them with all documentation, sharing our experience, So the only question I had about how to make it warm, because I stayed in other place, and the owner sometimes switched. He had mixed water, system. There was a solar heated system, and tankless or other kind of, gas-based water heating system. So he was switched during the day. So that's why I asked John, the owner. I said, do you always keep it on because the water is cold, and we want to take shower? He said, yeah, the system is new. It's tankless water system. You have to let it run. I said, we did, but it's still cold. So some days it was warm from the beginning. Some days it would never warm up. So I even started taking cold showers, because I didn't want to bother him. So only one time I bothered him with that. Next time I mentioned it, when we were going to the balneario spa, hot water, I said, by the way, I took cold shower today, but I'm not complaining, I said to him. But I took shower, I just didn't want to bother him, I said, I took shower again today, but I'm not complaining. But you should know there's something with your system. And other people came from the small unit, said, yeah, my husband had some issue. And John went up to the small unit where was the heater, based and looked, or something else, and looked and said, oh, there's a lot of air, John, the owner. There's a lot of air in the system, so there might be some issue. He never admitted it again. I didn't make a think about it. We just went our way. I just mentioned in passing to him about that. And we continued to stay there. We did dental surgery to my daughter. Then we had her birthday outside of the unit. We never had parties in the unit, never had guests in the unit. only one couple visits, you know, from our massage therapists. That was, I'm going in all these details because it's pertaining to the story, how it, you know, evolved. So we thought we got a, you know, rather good deal. It's a nice place, comfortable beds, big TVs, fully stocked kitchen. I could cook there. So I was really careful on cooking. I asked him how to switch on the stove, not to damage anything. You know, I was really like, you know, I cleaned everything, you know, the native equipment we used. I did laundry several times per week to keep it clean, to trash out. So actually, first thing I did, I washed the floors because I walked there in my white socks and they became black. It was strange because the property was supposed to be clean by our arrival. It's a pretty expensive place, you know, nice looking, newly renovated. So I didn't expect like my socks become black. Have to wash them. Either they didn't have time to clean or was no intention to clean, I don't know. Or in the fridge it was some shelf not very clean, but I wiped it down. I wiped down all the surfaces, they all were dusty. So I didn't know why it happened. Some people were supposed to stay there, and I saw, which later I understand was the owner's wife, you know, carrying cleaning supplies from the property. So somebody was cleaning. The shower seemed to be clean, the bathroom seemed to be clean, but the floors were dirty. So twice during our stay, I washed the whole unit. It's a lot of surface. I washed the floors myself. We never were offered cleaning service, though we pay cleaning fee. But that's okay. You know, we didn't complain about that. I just washed it. To make long story short, he declined this insurance. He said it's only for electronic, which wasn't true because I read all the insurance policy just to do all the things right. I read the insurance policy. They said even if it's a pair piece, we'll replace both. We pay for both, you know. It was there, it's in writing, and CSA policy in writing. He never read it probably, though he offered it and he declined it. So I suspect, and my friends also told me, that may not be that valuable, but he wanted to raise to think about it. One of my friends, you know, who owns property there, and you know, in the same business of renting it out, she said they never charge even clients if they break anything, because it's just life happens, especially if you have insurance, if you offer compensation, nothing else is broken. The other thing, if you had like wild parties there, which we didn't, and everything broken and trashed, but it wasn't the issue. And they saw the property, it was clean. It was cleaner than we came, because we lived there, 2 women, and I took care of all of this, you know. So it's crazy thing. So he, that night he said, I want you out. It was February 12th. After I reported this breakage, I talked it over with him. I felt what to call. I want you out. I said, I have heart issues, you know, I have high blood pressure. My daughter is recovering from dental surgery. She just had it 3 days ago. Extraction of her teeth, of surgery, so she was still basically most of the time in bed. And just we would go out, we would take self-healthy, you know, stuff, we would go to balneario sometimes, you know. But then she would rest the rest of the day because she was still in pain and on meds, you know, to recover. Yeah, so February 12th we were lucky, because probably it was because Super Bowl, he had long party with his friends right under a window. They were like yelling and drinking and just all. 10 p.m. party still going on, still 6 or 7. Loud shouting, drinking, party. All of this, we couldn't sleep. She needed to rest, my daughter, because of the after the surgery, you know, recent surgery, with all the pain meds she was taking, she couldn't, you know. So they were having parties till like 10, and I was making video. I still have all these videos, you know, 10 something. It was still 10 something, but then I stopped, thankfully. And I didn't complain about parties to anyone. Though it was kind of disturbing because strange people would come there. It's right on the same property, and we, you know, our lock has, you know, had a code. I never used it. I used a key, but the host knew the code, so somebody could enter, like drunken guest could enter. We didn't feel safe there, and I didn't know he would kick us out, so I prepared actually a good review. That kitchen was fully stocked, a beautiful unit, but we suffered from lack of privacy and like saw these parties. And we had to take cold water showers several times, you know, which owner denied this issue, didn't do anything to help us. That was good review, you know, that's a good review. Before it was a good review before, which I never posted, because horrible things happen afterwards, you know. So February 12th, we were lucky to sleep on our own beds, though we were threatened with kicking out. So yeah, by that time I was informed that we're not the first who were threatened, actually kicked out, because I have friends, you know, and they know the area. So yeah, I wish I asked them before about this person, but probably before they wouldn't even share. But then I said, it's just like something's wrong with our host, because he threatens to kick us out. And then I learned that people were kicked out in October after only one night of stay there, one of 4 nights, also mother and daughter. So where's no man, no protection, this host feels he can do as he wish, which I wish he wouldn't feel this way. That's why I'm making this video. Sending letter to VRBO, I'm sending letter to Profeco. And next I would tell you about this Profeco, you know what it is.